كاسة معانا مركا بسم الله الحمد لله رب العالمين أخواني نفكري my colleagues have made it very clear there was no election there was no valid election in Mandera, particularly in Mandera North, but the failure of a credible election in Mandera North has affected the election of the county governor and the county senator as well. I'll just mention three things. Mandera North, from what my colleagues have said, there was stuffing of the ballot boxes up to the maximum possible. If it's 100%, they took it to 100%. And there was no biometric transmission that was used. So what was being done by at the tallying center itself is that the POs were simply asked to fill in the form 34, the form, and once they filled the form with any figure that they wanted, all they needed to do was now scan it onto the system and give it to the returning officer. There was massive fraud. It was a sham. There is no election. 25,000 votes hooked and put into that ballot box were responsible for the governor not being elected, senator not being elected, and for the Jubilee candidate to take the Mandera North. However, it's just what we've always said. Wakora, the Jubilee, the guys who have known how to steal, have simply done what they have always done best. Steal from the poor people of Mandera their right. People voted, stayed in the sun for the whole day. The turnout in the whole of the country was around 50-60. The turnout in Mandera North, in fact, was even lower than that. But when the figures came to the tallying center on those hooked documents, the turnout was 99, 97, 98, and even 100 in some of the polling stations. And any attempt to try and insist on the use of the biometric system to find out how many people voted and all that was rejected. It has already been designed. It's designed from Nairobi, kutoka IBC in Nairobi, by the crooks who are there, together with the government crooks who are here. The whole thing was a scheme to defraud the people of Mandera North, and this is what has happened, and it's unfortunate. But we want to thank the people of Mandera County. Look at it this way: we have 6 constituencies. 6 constituencies. In 4 of the constituencies, Hassan was leading, the EFP candidate for the governor was leading in the votes. The Jubilee candidate was leading only in 2 constituencies, with a very small margin. Yet, with those 2 alone, he was able to turn out and take the lead and take the victory because of what was done in Mandera North. That is why we're saying that when you look at even the number of members of parliament, out of the 8 parliamentary seats, this is the Senate plus the woman rep plus the MPs, EFP was able to get 5 seats. Which shows you clearly that in terms of, and this because people who vote for EFP were also voting for their governor. When you look at the MCS, we got how many? 20? 17. We got 17 of the elected MCS out of the 30, which again shows you that the people, the majority of the people who voted for our MCS are the same ones again who are voting for the government, but still they were able to steal the governor's seat, the Senate seat, because of what happened in Mandera North. It's clear here what happened in Iko. It's unfortunate, but you know, men are born to fight. We'll continue fighting for rights. I think people who have never for one moment had any consciousness regarding the rights of others, who have never had an opportunity to think twice about stealing from others, from the poor women, from the poor youth in this town, have been able to do exactly what they have done best, to steal the votes from those poor people who have stayed the whole day in the sun and who have been voting in this vast county. I think we want to thank the people of Mandera for their support for voting, coming out really and voting for AFP. Unfortunately, their victory was stolen, and we as the leaders of AFP will be